Hello, everyone. I am Matthew Thomas with the Super Cool Radio. Thank you for tuning in again. My guest this time is a really cool photographer and the owner of ADHD Photography. Please welcome Damian Gibson. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. So actually, I met you for the first time in Battle Creek on that was a Friday, June 4. Really awesome show. Very nice to actually get to meet you. You were working hard getting some nice photo shots.
Yeah, I was trying to. I was having some equipment failure, but I was giving it a good shot.
Yeah, to me, it was a really awesome show. I had a great time. So I want to kick this interview off with I think it's a fun question. And so, what are some concerts that you've taken photos for that were just really awesome shows to be a part of?
So my first festival, which was in 2019, which also started me off on like getting more shows than I already was getting back when I started in 2018, was Michigan Metal Fest, and just seeing Hate Breed live, that was pretty cool. My second favorite show was Law with September Morning, and it was just because most of the bands there had really good stage shows. Like, it was my first time having to shoot around fog, which I did not like very much, but it was still a pretty cool show.
Definitely right on. I've not seen September Morning, but I definitely want to. I've actually interviewed Emily, but I've not seen them live yet.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I want to see them live whenever they come around my area again. I definitely want to see them live. How about some more shows you've been a part of?
There's quite a few of those. I've been to like I want to say 25, 30 shows, so it's hard to remember all of them. But when I was at a Let It Rot show at the Loft in Lansing, they have really good music, and they also do something different at every show. Like the show that I was at, which was my only Let It Rot show, they were in pajamas, and they had this big guy. I can't remember if he was a bassist or guitarist, but he was in a tutu with fairy rings on his back, and it was just cool to see that. It was pretty funny too.
Yeah, that sounds pretty wild, but definitely a fun time. I know you took photos for Tim Ripper Owens with Revelation Rain at the concert as well.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was so Revelation Rain's a DRH band, and so I had to get really good pictures of them just because they're one of our bands. And it was cool to meet Tim Ripper Owens after learning about more about him and how he has a movie loosely based on him. That's pretty cool. And then he was a cool guy to talk to, like in person. He wasn't stuck up about being a Judas Priest or any of that. He was just down to earth.
It definitely it sounded like a really good show. He's really blown up over the last, I would say, last couple months. He's got a lot of shows coming up, and he's touring and doing all that stuff. So I definitely want to see him sometime live, hopefully soon.
It's something to go watch. Like, he has a really good stage personality. Like, he'll crack jokes in between songs, and like he's just really interactive with the fans.
And it's a big reason you go to a concert. You have fun and definitely interact, especially when you get the crowd hot. It's definitely very fun to be a part of.
Yeah, like anyone who wanted their picture with him, he took their picture with them. Bruce, and like he's excited to meet you. It wasn't about him.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, especially when you have that connection with the people and you're not stuck up being a rock star and you're like just down to earth chatting with people. That's always great people to work with and see and chat with. All right, so you have your company ADHD Photography. So how did you get started as a photographer?
So basically, I was coming home from Boy Scouts and I seen a sunset. And I just wanted to take a picture of it. And so I didn't have my camera or any expensive gear. I had a track phone and the front lens was broke on it. And I still managed to take a pretty good picture of the sunset. So I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm good at something. If this turned out pretty good, I got to be good at it. Nature, sunsets, landscape, stuff like that. And then I went to my cousin's brewery because my cousin, who recently passed away, his band was playing there. And Fires Restarted, which is a Battle Creek Homer local band, were playing there. And I took pictures. Brian from Fires Restarted seen something in me. And he just got me started. He got me passes to a flock concert at the music factory in Bowgate and offered shows to shoot, which I found out the hard way that experience doesn't pay for food or anything like that. It's just experience and exposure.
Yeah,
which I guess that paid off this year when I was getting hit with. I think I have 13 shows this summer and like 4 festivals to shoot. So
nice.
I guess the exposure paid off. But yeah, that's how I got started with it. Was just trying out new things and ended up getting really good at it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, experience and exposure doesn't pay the bills, but definitely it helps you build a foundation at least. I mean, that's what I do with my stuff. But yeah, definitely a very cool. You started with just took a photo and turned out halfway decent, so you just pursued it. I mean, that's cool. That's awesome. And I've seen your work. You got a strong work ethic when you're taking photos and stuff. So I think that's definitely it's really cool that you're doing this. But also, so you own ADHD Photography. So how'd you come up with the name and how'd you develop the business?
So I got ADHD and like I don't know, it was just like I can't stay in one spot for too long, so I have to move and get different shots from different angles. So I think if I didn't have it, I'd just be like one shot and want to have all the best angles. So I came up with ADHD Photography this year, and I finally got the accounts for it, like Facebook and all that going. So yeah, it was just like put ADHD in front, but it'll be definitely expensive attention span with high quality photos, and it catches the eye. It makes you want to look at the pictures. As to put ADHD in front of it, it was a lot of It was like a marketing plan. It was a marketing plan without it being a marketing plan. Like really, it's just helped me out with having ADHD. I probably wouldn't be where I am if I didn't have it. So it was just my fun way of making a joke out of it.
Yeah, definitely. I really like the name. I really like what you do. Yeah, you don't stand in one spot for too long. I noticed you on Saturday or Friday. On Friday at the Music Factory, you were definitely all over the place taking photos, and it looked like you got some good shots.
Like Friday, I was kind of awkward in the pit because it got scooched closer to the stage, and like you've seen, I'm a tall guy, so that wasn't very fun being in that pit.
Yeah, definitely didn't look comfortable, but I think some other photographers were in that gap too. But definitely, you were definitely the tallest one out of all of them. But how the shots turn out from that show?
Some of them turned out good, but when I had my technical difficulties with my camera, the ones from my older model didn't turn out as good, but I got a couple of decent shots. And I was happy that the bands were understanding that sometimes your stuff just like breaks. Well, this wasn't break. I didn't know that using a screen uses up a lot more battery than what it should. So yeah, that's how it happened.
Gotcha. What did you think of the Almas? 'Cause I know it was your first time seeing them, and I've seen them before. I listened to music, and I was talking to you about it before the show. So what did you think of them?
I liked them. They were different, but I liked them. They had
That's good.
really good stage presence. The band was really nice to talk to. And like they just treated me really good. Like I explained to them everything. They treated me really good. They're gonna give me a second chance. It was just a good experience, for what I'd say.
Yeah, it's really good. A really fun show. I had a great time. David Hurley, DRH Promotions, set that one up, and I think we both had a really fun time. And I know you've been working very closely with DRH Promotions. So how did that get started? How did you link up with DRH?
Yeah. So I met him through a friend, and I'm pretty sure it was at a Flock concert because that was the only concerts that I was going to at the time because they were just coming back a lot to Michigan, and it was at the Music Factory. And I don't remember a lot of the beginning. I just remember him being there for me.
Yeah, David Hurley, great guy to work with. I really enjoy working with him for setting up interviews and whatnot. So yeah, definitely a really great guy to work with.
Yeah, he's really encouraging and just an overall good guy.
What shows do you have lined up to shoot photos for?
So I'm going to be shooting photos for the Saving Abel show this Saturday, which that'll be my first time seeing Saving Abel live or hearing more than 3 of their songs. But the other bands that are playing there are Lansing local band Handsome Pete, Olivet local band Rebel Slave, and Battle Creek local SXX. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. On June 16th, June 16th, I'll be shooting for Mud Creek in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, that looks like a great show that has offensive lined up at the Ruin with Mud Creek as well.
Yeah, they have a really good lineup for shows. Like they're going to open up for Tim Ripper Owens, and they just got a lot of shows now. In December, I will have the chance to shoot for the Acacia Strain, which I think that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. You were telling me about that, and definitely I'm very excited for you, dude. I hope everything works out for you. Hope you get some great shots because that's an awesome experience, man. I'm very happy for you.
I appreciate that. A lot of the other shows haven't been 100% approved of, but I'm being considered to shoot for most of a tour because they have a lot of Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan shows. But anyway, I'm not going to release who the shows are for because it's not 100% approved, so I don't want people thinking, oh, look, he's shooting all these shows when it's not approved yet. They're considering it, but it's not 100% approved. So out of respect for the band, that's just.
Yeah, I got you, man. I do hope you get it. I do hope it sounds like a great opportunity for you. So I do hope you get that gig.
And the one of the festivals I'm maybe shooting for is the Upheaval Festival in Grand Rapids, which I'm really hoping I get this because I've grown up listening to Rob Zombie and Korn and Stain and all, pretty much all the bands that are on the lineup. And I'm really close to some of the like smaller bands, so it'd just be a really cool experience.
Yeah, that's a stacked lineup. There's so many great bands for that festival coming up in the summer in Grand Rapids. Definitely, that's gonna be an awesome time. I do hope you get to shoot for that one because that's gonna be a fun festival to be a part of.
I find out the 16th or any day before the 16th of this month.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a fun time. I do appreciate you hanging out with me here on Super Cool Radio. I do hope you get all the gigs you got lined up. Hope you stay busy. I really like watching you work. Got a great work ethic, as I said. But what are your future plans for the rest of this year? I know you got some gigs lined up. What else you got working on?
I don't really got that many gigs besides camera. I mean, concerts, not camera. So it's just I'll be traveling around the state. I'm hoping to. I got Toledo Death Fest I'll be shooting at, but that's in August. I'm going to try to shoot 2 more festivals. I really want to try to make it to Ride at the Racetrack, which is a festival up in Lake Odessa. And yeah, I'll be able to release the dates on a lot more shows as I get them coming in.
Hey, that sounds really awesome, dude. Definitely check out ADHD Photography. It's on all the socials, all that stuff. Give it a like. Check out his work. If you need him to shoot any concerts, definitely check him out. Hit him up. Support him. Definitely really cool. So thank you so much, Damian Gibson, owner of ADHD Photography. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here on Super Cool Radio.
No problem. It was fun.
Yeah, that's what I go for here. So, of course, I'm Matthew Thomas with Super Cool Radio. Thank you for watching.